Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm back with another awards-winning style component. Now you might have seen this effect getting used in many awards-winning sites wherein they showcase their projects, their gallery, or their way of doing a specific work in this manner. So here, as you can see, we have different projects showcased here. Now, as I hover over each individual project, we get to see a cool sort of a thumbnail of that specific project. And if I go down to the next one, we can see that the image smoothly transitions from the first project to the second one, and then third and fourth. So it's a pretty cool way of showcasing the different projects, or you can also use this to showcase different images of your gallery. So this is what we're going to be building in this video. The source code of this is in the description. Now, before starting this video, none of these projects are mine that are written here. I just added these from Pinterest just for the tutorial purpose to teach you guys this effect. I had to use some images. So what I did is I went to Pinterest and then I just grabbed some images from there, and then I just listed the names of the specific projects and the websites. So yeah, that's basically what we have. So without delay, let's get started and let's learn to build this. So here I am in my index.html file wherein I have my HTML and then a little bit of CSS, and I've also added the CDN for GSAP. Now, if I were to show you, this is how my content looks. So I have name of the projects, what type is it, it's design and development, name of the other, just project type. You can basically add the actual type of your project. Yeah, so this is the basic stuff that we're rendering on the screen. So if I were to explain you what we have, so we have a main tag which holds everything, and then we have a projects div which holds all the multiple projects. So we have the project div with an h2 for the name of the project, a p tag for the type of the project, and that's basically it. So we're repeating it 3 more times. So we have a total of 4 projects. Now, if you look at the CSS, we don't have anything too fancy. We just have everything at the center using this. And then the projects are flex direction as column with a width of 1000 pixels. Now keep in mind that this is not responsive because the mouse moving hovering effect is only visible or can be seen on desktops, because on mobile devices we don't really have the mouse moving effect, so it's a little bit difficult to see this effect on mobile, so I didn't make this responsive. So yeah, and then for the each individual projects we have width as 100%, display flex, align items center and space between, just so that they um, basically push themselves to the very corner. And then we have a bit of margin from the left and right as well as from top and bottom. We have border top, and then for the last child we have a border bottom, which is this one. Now whenever we hover over the project, we basically have the opacity come down to 0.5. The h2 translates left side, so we have translate x as negative 15 pixels. The p tag translates right side, so we have positive 15 pixels. So that's basically what we have for the HTML and CSS. Now let's start with the preview or the project thumbnail. So for that, I'll add the project thumbnail div within which we'll have the thumbnail class div, and inside of that we'll have our image. Now I'll be again repeating it, so none of these projects are mine. Just to teach you guys this effect, I grabbed onto some of the cool UI projects from Pinterest and I just added those here. So none of these are mine. So yeah. So there's one. I'll paste in 3 more. So as you can see, we have 4 projects. Okay. Now since we have height as 100 viewport height, we can't really see the project section. We just have the images, but for now it's fine because we're gonna be fixing it now. So Here we need to style the thumbnails first. So we target the project thumbnail, which holds all the different thumbnails within. So we give it a position fixed, we give it a fixed width and height, a display flex of column, just so that all the thumbnails stack on top of each other. And then we don't want any overflows, so we have overflows hidden. Now, as you can see, we have this at the very center. The next thing that we want to do is we want to target the thumbnail. We're going to give it width and height as 100%. Since the image within that would also have width and height as 100%, and then object fit as cover. So with that, our thumbnail looks pretty good. Now, there's one major issue. So the thing is, so when you move your mouse, we'll have this thing getting changed. And what we don't want is we don't want this to basically create problem with the mouse moving effect, meaning this section shouldn't have any. Now, as you can see here, so when I hover over this thumbnail, you see how the project underneath doesn't get the hovered active state. The reason for that is because this element is on top. So what we essentially want to do is we want to have this as pointer events to none, meaning this won't have any mouse events. So what this will do is when you hover over this, it would basically let you hover or have the active or whatever states of your mouse onto the element that is right underneath this. So for that, what we have to do is for the project thumbnail, we'll have pointer events as none. And now when I hover over this, as you can see, the lab project gets activated. And then when I scroll down, you can see that now fringe gets active. So this we need to add. And also, I'll just add a top 0 of left 0 as the initial position, and then transform origin as center for the thumbnail. So this is now at the very top. Now let's add JavaScript and let's get this thing working. So we'll have our script tag. Now within this, we'll first grab onto all the different elements that we have. So first, we'll grab all the different projects and store it as an array in the projects variable. We get the thumbnails stored in the thumbnails variable. The project thumbnail, which is the container for the thumbnail, we'll call it as project thumbnail. And then for all the projects that we have, we'll just call it projects container. Now, the first thing that we want to do is when our page loads, now, obviously, even in the last videos I've said, make sure to always run these inside of DOM content loaded event listener. But as of now, I'll just be running it as is because the animation only starts happening as when you start moving your mouse on top of the projects. But it's a good idea to basically run this every time inside of DOM content loaded. So yeah, you can modify the code and have it that way. So we have here gsap.set. Basically, when the project starts off, we want to basically set the project thumbnail, which is this thing, to have scale to 0, meaning basically shrink in size and go invisible, and then X% and Y% as -50. So let's say, so now as this starts off, we have our thumbnail invisible. Now we want to only see this when we are inside of the project container. And then when we leave the project container, we again want it to go back to scale 0. So we have here two properties. Now, first thing that we want to focus is as we move our mouse, we need to get the position, and then we need to update the position of the project thumbnail the project thumbnail as per the project container's position that we're in. So here, I'm just going to be creating two quickTo functions. So here, gsap.quick method basically allows you to modify that specific property using GSAP. So here we target the project thumbnail. What property do we want to change? We want to change the X property. And then what will be the ease or the transitioning? So we have duration of 0.4, and then this is the ease effect that we want to have. Now same for the Y. We have thumbnail, the Y value that we want to change, and then the easing stuff. So we have the duration and then the ease power 3 out. Now we can use these two variables anywhere we want. So when we move our mouse inside of our project container And when we leave our mouse from the project container, we want to have some animation. So when we move our mouse inside, so what we want to do is we want to set the x.x2 method, which is basically the x position of your thumbnail to the x position of your client x. And then the y would be your client y. Basically, as you move, you want the values to be same as your mouse's position. Now, if I save, if I move my mouse, you don't see anything. The reason for that is because this thing has a scale of 0. Even though the position of this got updated, since the scaling is 0, we can't really see it on the screen. Now, as we leave our mouse, we again want to target the project thumbnail, and we want to have it as scale 0. The duration of this animation would be 0.3, and then the ease would be this. Again, we don't see anything because it's already in the scale of 0, so there's nothing visible going here. Now, to have it actually show up, what we need to do is, based on the project that we're hovering on, we want to render the image. So what we have to do is, first, we have this override as auto. Since we want to have some more styling on this project thumbnail, so this override auto makes sure that if you have any ongoing tween or animation that has the scaling, since this only has the scaling, so what it's going to do is this would kill the previous one, and then the one that just got called, only that would be added. So you won't have any clash between tweens targeting the same element, the same property. So for each project, what we want to do is we want to run a for each that takes in the project as well as the index of the project. Now, base of the project, we want to add an event listener to the project, and we want to have the GSAP.to method onto the project thumbnail, and we want to have the scale as 1. Now, if I save, as soon as I move my mouse, we can see that we have our project thumbnail getting visible. It's pretty nice. Now, the next thing that we want to do is, first, we'll set a duration of 0.4, an ease of power to out, and then again, another override. Now, what we have to do is, as we move on to different projects, we want to have this image get changed. So for that, we have GSAP.to. We target the thumbnails inside of the project thumbnails. And for that, what we have is we have y%, which is basically translate y. And for this, what we do is we take -100 times the index of the project. Meaning, if it's the first one, then you multiply -100 times the index, which is 0%. So if it's the first one, it shows the first image. If it's the second one, it translates it by 100%. What it does is that it brings you the second image. And when you hover on top of the third one, which is the index 2, it then translates it by -200%, showing you the third image, and then same for the fourth one. So we have that. We have the duration of 0.4, an ease of power to out. Let's save. And now, when we hover over different projects, we see different images. And here, we'll again add the override to auto, just so that if we have this getting called multiple times, only the latest is active and it kills the previous ones. So yeah, this is it for this video. Hope this was fun. The source code and the live demo of this would be in the description. So yeah, so you guys can go download, have fun. If you're new to the channel, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on the notifications bell because I bring in cool stuff like this every week. So that's it for this video. Meet you guys in the next. Till then, bye bye, take care, and peace.